Okay.
I can read.
Okay, here you go. Here you go.
How can people give up cheese? It's so addictive. Vegan cheeses are getting better every day, and many people find that their cravings for dairy disappear after going vegan.
Yeah, what do you think? Are you vegan yet?
I'm not vegan yet, but I am working towards it.
Okay, how can I help you?
You know what? Just watching your live streams every day is
Watching the live streams is helping?
Yes.
All right, that's cool. All right, let me just see something here. Okay. How long have we been here, guys? Let me just see. Do you know how long we've been here? I just want to check the time. Does it say it somewhere? Okay, 29 minutes. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Hey, everyone on YouTube. Something happened. I don't know what happened, but you're back. I'm glad to see you. All right. So, what can I do to help you to be vegan? Okay, Lucifer, what can I do to help you to be vegan?
I do have a question.
Okay.
Like I said, just watching your live streams every day is helpful.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I do have a question.
Okay.
If your goal is to teach people to be vegan at any age, old or young, and you curse in your songs too and stuff, then what if a younger audience were to, like, you know?
Like listen to a word like shit or fuck, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
I have no problem with words like that. You see, I don't think that we should be saying them to people. Like I wouldn't say, you know, I wouldn't do it to be mean. But like if somebody stubs their toe and they say, oh, fuck, you know, like there's nothing wrong with that. Or if you drop your toast upside down and you know, your jam's all over the floor, you can say, ah, shit. You know, I don't see anything wrong with it at all. They're just a word. They're an exclamation. To me, it's no different than, you know, a burp or a fart or a ah shucks or like a fudge. Like it's just a word. I think the important thing is that what's more important is what we do. And what we do is that we should not be eating animals. I find it funny that people pick on the language that I use. Like they care more about the words that come out of my mouth than they do. So a parent, for example, will go and put a dead animal on their child's plate, like a dead animal. Dead animals have blood in them, suffering, you know? And then they'll be like angry that the child might say something, the wrong word. Like it's so much worse that the parent is feeding their child murder, death, torture, suffering. But then they're going to get upset when somebody says a cuss word. And it's just completely unbalanced. It makes no logical sense to me. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in. Okay, I'll see you later, all right? Okay, thanks very much for coming. That's that, guys. That was Lucifer. Thank you, Lucifer, for coming in and reading a card. You did a good job. Guys, over here on my YouTube channel, what happened to you guys? I don't know what happened. Okay, Lucas, the tribute. Vegan decor number 2. We got this guy Lucas here, and when he's in, he's always decorating all these beautiful fruits and vegetables. He's got bananas. He's got like his whole comment is like, I'll show you. It's like this big. It's like comment is that big, and he's putting like 200 different fruits and vegetables. It's so cool. Thanks, Lucas, for being here. Love it when you show up. Love all you vegans when you show up. You help promote the live. Don't forget to press the like button. All right, who else do we have here? We got, somebody else just subscribed. Guys, you're keeping on tapping. That's awesome. We're up to 50 point what? Sorry, I can't read that. Can you guys read that? Hold on. 51,000. Good job, guys. You see, you guys, okay, listen. So just again, if you're just new here, this says your vegan virginity was stolen from you. Okay, I'm not saying this to like, you know, to shock you or whatever. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay, you were born a vegan virgin. That means you were born, you never ate meat, you never wanted to hurt animals. Your mother's milk is vegan because it's not stolen, right? Because if you're drinking cow's milk, well, that's stolen. Cow's milk is stolen. It's not okay for us to drink cow's milk. Our mother's milk is vegan. So the reason I say your vegan virginity was stolen from you is because your parents hurt animals. They paid people to kill pigs. Is this upside down? Okay, this way. Hold on. Your parents paid people to kill pigs. This is torture. This mother can't even turn around. It's really sad. It's not okay. So your parents killed an animal, an innocent animal, and then cut their body up and stuck it on a spoon, mashed up. Bacon, sausage, ham. You never consented to that. You never said to your parents, yeah, go ahead and kill that animal for me. If you would have seen your parents harm an animal, you would have been crying. And we know this because anytime that you see an animal suffering, in real life, for example, let's say here's a little cow, right? If you saw a baby cow, which is no different than a puppy, really, if you saw even me going like this and trying to cut the ear off, many of you guys would intuitively go, don't do it. What are you doing? Right? Because it's just a toy, guys. It's not a real animal. When you eat animals, you paid somebody to cut their entire body up and to cut their head off when they never did anything wrong to you ever. Do you see how messed up it is? Do you see how cruel it is? That's why we're vegan. It's not right to steal milk that belongs to baby cows. Guys, let's tap all over this one, okay? We got 56,000. Let's tap. Whenever you guys see me holding the little animals, just tap. You can tap on this one little tag that says, tofu doesn't scream. And you guys over here on my YouTube, what are you guys writing here? Let me see. Thank you very much for the decorations. Thank you so much for everyone being kind. Aw, I love you too. Thank you. That's great. About you guys, what are you writing over here on TikTok? Somebody says, can I come up? Sure, you can come and talk to me, for sure. It's just that the way it works is that TikTok will put you up next, depending on what kind of decoration you put on the screen. So if you put like the dancing fruit on the desk, or you put all the stars, TikTok seems to put you at the top of the list, and then you'll be the next one up. So if you guys are watching, and there's like 691 of you right now, if you're watching and you're like, oh, I want to be next, then what you do is you have to go below and you put the decorations on the screen. See this guy's putting a soccer ball. What else do we have? We have a little, what is that? I don't know what that is. But anyway, these are all little decorations. And so these people are just being supportive of the live stream. And if you want, you can put flowers on my hair or whatever. But I just don't want the rodeo hats, you know? Because I want nothing to do with the rodeo. Okay? All right, you guys over here on my YouTube channel, what are you guys writing? Let me see. Thank you so much. Alex is here. Hi, Alex. Hi, Olivia. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thank you, Matthew, for coming in. Okay, why are my eyes red? Are they? I don't know. Are they? I was in the ocean. I don't know. I don't think they are, but whatever. Okay, Mia. Mia's next.
Hi!
Thank you. Hi, Mia.
I'm your favorite.
What's that?
You're my favorite TikToker.
Okay, well, that's cool. Are you ready to read a card?
Yeah.
All right. So we're doing taste-based excuses. All right. Question 29. Okay, no, we did cheese already. Hold on, I got mixed up. Wait, that goes over here. We're going to question 30. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the heart. Okay. Okay, so the question is, but how do vegans stop eating burgers? You ready?
How do vegans stop eating burgers?
How? Here's the answer.
Well, they put the vegan version in their shops. Cats. Carts. I'm so sorry. Carts.
No, you got to be able to at least read a sentence, okay? Got to read it slowly. Do not get distracted. You focused?
Yeah, I'm ready, sorry.
Start over. The question,
Well, they put...
let's go back to the question, because people are always coming in, right? They're always coming in, new people. And so they're like, what's going on? All right, so how do vegans stop eating burgers? Thank you for the heart. Answer, well, they put...
I can't see.
They put...
Well, they put the vegan versions in their shopping carts. They are many delicious plant-based meats that mimics the taste.
One of you
and
only.
texture.
One of you only is reading, not two of you. You should all. You should
I'm
be.
gonna read. Sorry.
You should
I'm
be.
gonna read. Sorry.
You should be by
You
yourself.
self-rule.
You know the rule. By yourself. Okay. So they put the vegan version in their shopping carts. There are many plant-based meats that mimic the taste and texture of meat without
without the ethical and environment harm.
All right. Thank you for reading. I appreciate you reading, but remember what I said, that only one of you should be there, and your friend again talked, all right? So just keep to the rules, guys. Let's keep to the rules. One of you only. You have to be over 18. You have to know how to read, okay? But thank you for showing up, guys. And look, people still liked you because you tried hard. So we're up to 67.3, and let's go and see who just subscribed. Hold on a second. We just got 125 subscribers here. Thank you guys on TikTok. New subscribers is always fun. Let me read your names out loud, okay? Because you're helping me to save the animal. Okay, somebody subscribed, but they just have an image and not a name. Guys, you need proper names. Okay, here, Kevin. Kevin, there's a name. Kevin. Kevin's followed me. All right, who else do we have? Tradin. I don't know. Okay, Omar. Okay, thank you for following. Who else followed? Ruby. Yes, Ruby. Thank you. Don't forget, Ruby, to add the word vegan somewhere in your name. Like Ruby is vegan now, or Ruby for the animals would be fine too, okay? All right, so we have Harper. Thanks for following. Thank you, Isabella. Thank you for following, Ria. Thank you, Kenzie, for following. And over here on my YouTube channel, we have Tatum, the cheerleader. Vegan decor number 3. Tatum, you're so cute. I'm going to pin you, okay? Oh, did I pin the other guy before? I don't know if I pinned Lucas or not. Guys, don't be sad if I don't always pin your comments, okay? You're all wonderful, okay? I still love all of you the same, okay? I'm not picking favorites. It's just, you know, it's crazy. Thank you for that. Thank you, Kevin, for the dancing fruit. How lovely. All right, we got Chad here, all kinds of nice people. Let's see who's next. Okay, next person on the line. Remember, guys, that TikTok just puts you at the top depending on what decorations you put on the screen.
Hello.
Hello. Do you eat animals?
Hi.
Do you still eat animals?
I eat animals. That's true.
Okay.
And
So why do you think it's okay to hurt innocent animals who never did anything wrong to you?
Okay. My opinion is that I agree with
Okay, hold on
what
a
you
second,
say
hold on
about.
a second. So when your teacher asks you a question, right? Like why, your first letter, the first word you should say is because. Right? Not
Because
in my opinion, blah blah blah. So why do you think it's okay to exploit and harm innocent animals who never did anything wrong to you ever?
Because my opinion is
I don't
that
need you to say your opinion. I know it's your opinion. It's not John's opinion or Fred's. I know it's yours. Because I
need the proteins.
Okay, so now I'm going to tell you that you don't need the protein because plants have protein. Plants have protein, they really, really do. Being vegan is healthy, you know it's true. Plants have protein, they really, really do. So why the fuck aren't you vegan yet? No more excuses for you. No more excuses for you. Okay, and now you know. Plants have protein. Okay, and what's your other excuse?
My other excuse is I don't have one
That's right.
because I want I'm a biologist. I don't know the English word of that because English is my second language.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna help you. Okay, gonna help you. All right. So you just said something really great. Okay, I told you plants have protein. Right. I have not eaten any animals for tomorrow. It's gonna be 10 years. All right. 10 years tomorrow. It's gonna be 10 years tomorrow on June 27th, 2026. It's gonna be 10 years.
Yeah.
So I've not eaten any eggs. I'm not eating any chicken wings. I haven't eaten any meat. No cheese. Nothing stolen from animals. Okay. And I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm alive, okay? So where am I getting my protein? From plants. Okay, loads and loads and just thousands of things to choose from. All the recipes you need on the internet, right? So you just agreed you don't really have an excuse anymore, right? So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to just remove you. And the reason I'm removing you is I want you to think about this for a second before you say something you regret. Okay, what I want you to think about is, okay, Miss Katie said all I have to do is Google vegan recipes. And at the top of the bar here on TikTok and on YouTube, there, you can just go there and you can Google vegan recipes. You're going to write down this, healthy vegan recipes. And you're going to see people make the most beautiful videos. They are so talented with the right lighting and the music, and they're like chopping the veggies and they're putting this delicious sauces on there, stirring it, flipping tofu in a frying pan. They make the food look so good. It's like food porn. It's so good looking. And you're going to be like, oh my God, this is going to be so easy to be vegan. And in fact, it really is. I mean, for me, eating healthy vegan foods that are so delicious with very little time in the kitchen, I'm super lazy. I don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. So I always have in my fridge some pasta. How do you make pasta? Everybody here knows how to boil water. Here's what you do. You make bulk foods, okay? You make the basics, you keep them in the fridge. Don't make one whole meal, but you take maybe a time out of the day, you put all your pots there, okay? You put a pot of boiling water, you put a whole bunch of pots of boiling water, and in one of them you put some beans. Another one you put some rice, right? Beans and rice. Another one you put some lentils. And another one you put some pasta. So just picture this. You open your fridge after. Okay, get those containers with the clear lid so you can see what's in there. Make them look nice. It's really worth buying the glass ones with like a colorful lid that you open your fridge and you're like, ooh, check out my fridge. It looks so nice, And then you can pile them on top of each other. And so you're looking, you're like, what do I eat? And then you take out all your containers. You take out your beans. Put that on the table. You take out your rice, you open that up. You take out your lentils, you put that there. You take out your pasta. And then you take a bunch of scoops of each one and put them on your plate. So easy, right? It's so easy to be vegan. Now you're thinking to yourself, well, what do I put on? Where's the veggies, right? That's so easy too. You open up your freezer and you get a bunch of peas and you stick them in the microwave. And you just put that on for color. You want some corn? Don't they have bags of, frozen corn and frozen peas and things like that? It's so easy. You want a good sauce? You just cut up some onion, you fry that a bit with some celery, put some spices. It's really, really easy to make a good sauce. One of the things I do is, I've said this before, is I really like frozen peas in the microwave and I just put them in the blender and that's my sauce. Literally, I pour that on things and I find it so good. I don't even need to add anything to it. So frozen peas, heated and blended. I highly suggest you guys get a blender if you haven't yet done so as a vegan. That really helps. All right? All right. Guys, we're doing great here today. I thank you so much for being here. Who else do we have? Vegan Decor, Lucas number 4. Lucas, I'm going to pin your comment. I'm going to replace the other comment because it's so pretty. And I want to thank you. Guys, if you have not yet spoken to me ever and you want to, and you're on YouTube right now, and you're thinking, hey, I want Miss Katie to notice me, you can write something, put your question in a super chat. All right, put a super chat, it's going to freeze on the screen. And I'll be able to read it out loud. Or if you have a comment to make, you're really proud that you're new vegan, you can do that too. All right, let's go to the next person here. Somebody named Big Mandy. Big Mandy, family, food, and drink. Don't mess with Big Mandy. I don't know, this doesn't sound too good. What kind of a person would say, don't mess with me, instead of, hi, I'm here to help you? Right? I don't think I'm going to let Big Mandy in. I'm not feeling it. Who's the next person? Jaco. Jaco is the next one. This person has 405 followers, and it says, I upload funny British moments, which include sketches, political moments, and memes. All right, let's let Jaco in. Trying to be funny. Maybe has a good sense of humor, but also kind. I don't know.
Good afternoon.
Hi, are you a nice person?
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, good. Well, okay, let's talk about veganism. You gonna read a card for everybody?
Sure, I
Okay.
suppose.
All right, so ethical blind spots. So when people are blind and they're not really thinking, I don't mean literally blind, but they're not thinking straight. Okay? Ethical blind spots. Question 31. Sometimes people ask me this. So when you're vegan, and you're doing your live stream and people ask you questions, you'll know how to answer them. All right, let's look at what number we're at though. What do you see up there?
What at the what? Sorry.
What number do you
What
see
number?
there?
What for likes? There's 81,000 likes so far.
Okay, 81, I see 81.3. Do you see that?
Yeah.
All right, so it just went to 4. So you just got 100 likes just because you showed up and you weren't mean. People really like to cheer on the nice people. So thank you for that. We're gonna see how high you get. The longer you stay here, the more people follow you and the more likes you get. And everybody wins, okay?
Sure.
All right, here you go. Aren't animals put here for us to eat? Now, when you become vegan, you're going to say,
So the answer is no. Animals are here for their own reasons and for us to protect. Like children, animals reserve a Bill of Rights. There's no ethical justification of
okay, hold on. I
exploiting
just want to
them.
stop. I just want to stop you for a second.
Sorry,
okay?
I'm too quick. Is it too quick?
Well, you're trying to teach, right? Now, remember, the
Sorry.
average
I read
person,
quickly,
the average
sorry.
person, okay? This is shocking. The average person reads and listens at a grade 6 level, okay? So you're really talking to kids. You have to imagine that everyone's distracted.
quickly.
They're all over the place. You know, they're like picking their nose, they're like biting their finger. Like, not you gotta try to get them to at least hear you, okay?
Sorry, I
It's-
read quickly naturally.
It's not easy, but you have to stop at the periods and take a breath.
Yeah, all right.
Do you hear me? All right.
Yeah, and something. Oh, sorry,
Okay,
I read
so-
quickly normally.
All right. Well, remember, it's not about showing off how quickly you read. It's about reading
That's not what I meant.
confession.
That's not what I
Okay.
meant.
So, aren't animals put here for us to eat? Answer.
No, animals are here for their own reasons and for us to protect. Like children, animals reserve a Bill of Rights. There's no ethical justification for exploiting and killing sentient beings who want freedom and don't want to die.
Okay. So, you read it, but would you like some tips on how to read it better?
If you want. Sorry, I'm normally I read quick, so I'm not used to reading slowly usually.
Okay. So what you have to do, a good thing to remember is just to have compassion and to imagine who you're speaking to, right? So if you sound like a robot, then they're not really going to listen. But what you do is you pick certain words in the sentences to emphasize, all right? So, like children, you see there's a comma there, right?
Yeah.
So when you say that, like children, and you pause, a comma's there to pause, right? So like children, animals deserve a Bill of Rights, right? Let that sink into people. A Bill of Rights. Let them think about it. What is a Bill of Rights? Like what are they talking about? Right? So there's no ethical justification. So if you ever hear the word no, you're reading the word no, you emphasize it. There's no ethical justification for exploiting and killing sentient beings who want
Who want freedom and do not want to die.
want freedom and don't want to die.
Yeah.
All right, you see how you can emphasize certain words. I'm just giving you some tips in case you care, or anybody else who's watching. Because, reading out loud, giving a public presentation, it's not easy, really not easy. Most people would rather be in the coffin than speak at the funeral because they're so scared of public speaking. I used to be like that, and I just got over the fright just by practicing. So reading out loud is another thing. But good job. Thank you very much for reading.
I had a question, if you don't mind. So, a human baby that's born into a coma is by most definitions not considered sentient, because sentience is defined as the basic capacity to experience feelings, sensations, and emotions such as pain or pleasure. If it's not okay to eat a plant that's not considered sentient, and that baby has no family, friends, no past, no present, and no future, is it okay to eat that baby? If not, why?
Well, because we don't need to. We can get all the nutrients we need from a store.
Yes, but this is a moral question on if it's okay to eat something simply because it's non-sentient.
Okay. What do you think?
Well, I'm asking you, but I personally think it depends. I mean, if we're considering no outside circumstances, it's a vacuum, then why not? It's consistent. But I want to know what you think.
Well, I think that it's a hypothetical question, and I actually love hypothetical questions. I love trolley problems, and I love to think about them. But my position is always to do the least harm and to not exploit the animals. And I don't believe in
Okay.
exploiting people either. I do believe in euthanasia to help those who are suffering. How do you feel about that subject? Like if you know that a dog is suffering or
Euthanasia, yeah. If people have the right to live, they have the right to die. That's a simple, basic human right. But okay, if you want to do the least amount of harm, surely you should go drip fed for the rest of your life, because that's manufactured nutrients that have no links to any living beings at all. They're manufactured in a lab, but it
What-
costs you a lot. So why don't you do
wait,
it?
what are you saying? Like drip fed, like in my nose goes.
Intravenous drip.
You think
Intravenous drips. That could be.
There's no way that something intravenous could be cheaper or even make any sense, because we vegans
didn't
also,
say cheap.
one moment please, we vegans also have a
Sorry.
right not to be exploited and used, and we have a right to live and not be stuck to an IV our whole life. So my position is that I'm against the exploitation of animals. So and people, okay? Not using them, not stealing from them. Do you understand that what the
Yes,
meaning is?
perfectly.
Yeah.
Crystal. But the idea was that if the baby isn't sentient, you can't really exploit them. It'd be similar to euthanasia, and you're just doing something useful with the body. That's why would it be acceptable to eat a comatose baby?
Well,
It's
if
a,
you're
it's
talking,
a shock.
yeah,
thing,
if you're talking about like legally, obviously not, right? But if you want to know my position on that, then if you follow my ethics, I think you can figure it out. I'm trying to be logically consistent here.
No, I get that, and I respect that. It's a system. This question is a hypothetical I really love, because it really questions people's morals. It shows people where they stand. You know, so you'll want to be consistent, so you don't want to exploit anything. But can it really be called exploitation if they physically cannot wake up? They have no past, no present, no future, and no family.
It's not exploitation.
So you can eat them.
I'm saying that legally we are not allowed, and I would never.
Legally,
I
but
would
morals
never.
are subjective.
Yeah, but if you're talking about theoretically, then it's not exploitation. But for me personally, I don't see the need for it, so I wouldn't do it.
But you wouldn't see a problem with doing it if you could, and there was no legal problem, because morally, you know.
Yeah, like look, once I die, right? You're talking about, let's say I die or I'm in a coma, like this baby that you were talking about, right? Like if I'm in a coma and I'm never gonna wake up, I'm okay with people just putting me in the woods and just letting the animals eat me, you know? Because I think, in fact, what you're saying is that you consider like my body could be nutrients for someone, like, or an animal. Like I don't need a whole funeral and all this stuff. Just put me in the woods, cover me with a few leaves if you want, and that's fine.
If you don't mind, I'm going to make just a little friendly joke here. And I feel like most people on the internet wouldn't mind that. I'm joking, of course. Reputation shit. But, reputation stuff. But,
Wait, I didn't hear what you said. Did you say reputation?
as in, like, I was joking that because of your reputation online, people wouldn't mind if you were put in the woods. That was a joke. I didn't mean that in a mean way. British humour. Just ignore me.
Wait, what was the joke? The part about the baby? The part about the baby?
No, the joke.
Oh.
The joke was that because of your reputation, people wouldn't mind about what you said about being you in the woods after, you know.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it's me being stupid. Ignore that.
Okay. I don't know what you think my reputation is. Depends on who you ask. I walk down the street and I have all kinds of people who have heard all kinds of things, and they greet me in various different ways. Some people think I actually eat animals because they've seen, AI make videos of me doing that, which I don't. Other people come and give me a big hug and say, "Oh my God, I'm vegan because of you," from back in the COVID days. So yeah. I have all kinds of reputation.
I'm talking about the majority of people, and maybe it's a corner of the internet that I look like, but you're seen as often the crazy vegan lady. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's whatever.
Do you think I'm a crazy vegan lady?
Not necessarily. I'm just saying what your reputation.
Yeah. But what do you think?
I'm neutral. As long as people don't get too pushy, then I don't really care too much about what people
Okay,
you know,
why shouldn't we be
direct
why
as well.
shouldn't we be pushy when it's a matter of life and death and suffering? I think we should be pushy.
I think it's a matter of debate. That's the point. That's why people talk. You know, I'm willing to talk with people and learn, similarly as you might be as well. I'm not like some people who's just going to shout random slurs and stuff like that. I'm not that stupid. I used to do that stuff, but I don't really do that anymore.
What made you stop?
Or maybe stop because I don't want to get my account banned.
Oh, not because you realized it's the wrong thing to do.
It is wrong. To be fair, I didn't shout slurs and stuff. I swore and stuff and shouted, but I didn't shout slurs.
Okay.
That's something that I didn't cross. Okay.
How do you feel about humans who exploit, use, or steal from animals? Can you read the green part?
Sorry, can you mind moving it left a little bit? It's wrong to exploit, use, or steal from anyone.
Question 2. Do you agree that we should respect animals?
Yes, we should not deliberately be cruel to anyone.
Okay. Did you see that you twisted that sentence?
Yeah, it was an accident.
That's okay.
I realised.
Question 3. Can we truly respect animals if we steal their flesh, milk, skin, fur, feathers, or their eggs?
No, we can't say we respect someone if we steal their freedom, their bodies, or their lives from them. That's the card.
Here, wait, we're not done. We're not done.
Oh.
Question 4. Do you know the definition of veganism?
Yes, veganism is a justice movement which states that humans should live without exploiting animals because, like children, animals aren't objects to be bought, sold, or commodified, utilized or sexually assaulted, enslaved, or exploited in any way. That's what the card says.
All right. Another way to think of it is this. Vegans don't?
What? Sorry, I didn't see the bottom bit then. Another way to think of this is vegans don't steal anything from animals. Not their eggs, milk, honey, wool, fur, feathers, wings, skin, babies, virginity by forced impregnation, freedom, or their lives.
Okay. All right. So now that we've read those points, let's continue because this is coming to a logical conclusion here. All right. What's your name, by the way? What's your name?
Me, Jack.
Jack. All right. Well, question 5, Jack. Can you think of something cool that could happen when you become vegan?
Reading the card, yes, actually, by no longer exploiting animals, I think I'll feel great because I won't be a hypocrite anymore. I'll be living my life in line with moral compass instead of feeling guilty all the time. That's the card.
Yeah. Question 6. If you were in the position of the victim, how fast would you want this injustice to end?
Immediately, if I was in the animal's position, I would never want anyone to steal my eggs, my milk, my babies, my freedom, or my life. That's what the card says.
That's what the card says.
The holy card. I don't know.
Question 7. Do you feel there's anything preventing you from becoming vegan?
As the card says, not as I say, not really. I have the internet, so I can research vegan online recipes since I live near a grocery store. I can find everything I need to stay healthy. My family and friends.
Okay,
aren't
remember
vegan
what
yet.
I said about when you get to a period? That you should stop? Okay?
Yeah, my.
Okay. I get the feeling you're just trying to read these quickly without really reflecting. So let's just try to stay focused, okay?
To be honest, I don't particularly agree with it, even though I will read it for you.
It doesn't matter. You're a teacher right now. Okay?
Sure.
Well, unless you, yeah. Which part do you not agree with?
The majority of this stuff, to be honest.
Okay, so you think it's okay to exploit and hurt the innocent? Got it? Okay.
Well,
And what would be, let me ask you a question, okay? Why should I keep talking to somebody who thinks it's okay to hurt the innocent? Why should I keep talking to you?
I was here to be to.
Now answer
to
the
you
question.
and
Answer the
be
question.
your-
Why should I spend any time talking to somebody who is a cruel man who just said he doesn't give a shit about others who suffer?
I didn't say I don't give a shit. I
Well,
just said that I don't agree with your comments.
I know. I asked you, why should I talk to you when your intentions are to continue hurting innocent animals who never did a single thing wrong to you? Why
Can
should
I
I?
correct that and say that my intention is actually to talk to you about this, to your position?
Okay, so
And it
you
seems-
know my position already. And your position clearly, as you said, is to continue hurting animals. You know that they suffer. You know they don't want anything stolen from them. But you decided to come here anyway to ask me some hypothetical situation that would never happen because you're afraid of the mirror that I'm holding up to you. So I'm going to keep holding it up. You're a bad man. You're not a good man. You are like a child. You're like a narcissist who only thinks about himself. But I don't think that's who you really are. What I really think is that you're just a coward. You're just afraid. So I'm going to invite you to think about that. You know, because every day is a new day. Every day is a new day to have empathy for others. I hope you're not the kind of person who abuses children when no one's looking. I hope you're the kind of person who doesn't slap your girlfriend just because you feel like it. Because you've just given me creepy feeling by saying you're going to continue to hurt animals, even though you know they suffer. That's fucked up, dude. All right? I want you to be better. Don't hurt anyone who's never done anything wrong to you. If an animal's attacking you, that's different. Okay, but you're deliberately trying to talk about everything else except you. And right now I'm telling you, you're not a good man. Good men do not bully the innocent. They don't bully children. They don't bully women. Good people don't bully black people. They don't bully anyone. They're not mean to people in wheelchairs. They don't bully animals. They don't bully cats. They don't eat cows. They don't eat chickens. They don't eat turkeys. They don't eat a lamb on the table. These are innocent animals who are bullied. Jack, stop bullying animals. Be better. Have empathy. Every day's a new day to learn, to discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me. Guys, thanks for tapping on the screen. I appreciate you guys so much. You are so kind. Every day's a new day to learn, to discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me. All right, so to the person who is writing here on my YouTube channel the same thing over and over, we're going to play this here for you to learn, okay? This ridiculous thing that you think that we are eating the animal's food or something ridiculous. I am not eating a lion's food. A lion's food is a zebra. I'm not eating a lion's food. When you're sitting at the table, you are not eating your brother's food. You're eating your food. Your brother's eating his food. When I'm at the table, I'm eating my food. The animals have their food, okay? How is this so hard for you guys to understand? Like, honestly, I don't get it. It's pretty obvious. Hey, vegans, if you love animals so much, why are you eating their food? I don't know. Maybe it's because they have their food and we have our food. You know, kind of like when you're sitting at the table beside your sister. She has her food and you have your food. And also, if you actually care about food and animals, then you wouldn't be eating animals. You'd be being kind and not filtering food through the animals first, which is highly inefficient and terrible for the environment. Did you hear that? Let's play that part over again. It's terribly... It's not inefficient. It's not efficient to eat animals' food. It doesn't make sense. You are eating your food, they're eating their food, and to filter food through an animal, to get a cow to be really, really big, it takes a lot of calories. We should be not having cows, should not be breeding them into existence. That's how we should be conducting ourselves. All right? Let's listen to that again. Hey, vegans. Hey, vegans, if you love animals so much, why are you eating their food? Well, we're not eating their food. I don't know. Maybe it's because they have their food and we have our food. You know, kind of like when you're sitting at the table beside your sister. She has her food and you have your food. And also, if you actually care about food and animals, then you wouldn't be eating animals. You'd be being kind and not filtering food through the animals first, which is highly inefficient and terrible for the environment. highly inefficient and terrible for the environment, right? So just stop with that silly argument. That's why I put you in a timeout. What else do we have here? A bunch of hearts and stuff. Lucas, vegan decor number 6. Lots of orange there. I have to admit, honestly, Lucas, it's not my favorite. Maybe it's because there's random spaces, though. Or maybe the carrot, I don't know. It's not my favorite, Lucas. It's too orange. It's all orange. Orange is great, but mixed in with others. Anyway, it's just my personal feeling, you know? That's just me personally. Thanks, though, Lucas, for showing up. I like your creativity. I like that you're trying different things. Let Mandy in, says somebody. Let Mandy in. Guys, it's our time to look at who's just subscribed. All right, we have 182 new followers here, guys. If you're just following me, you're just new here, let me read your name out loud. Guys, let me know also where you are. Somebody, Izzy says, let me debate you. Izzy, there's nothing to debate here. There's no debate. Okay, me hurting you is not up for debate. Me hurting an animal, it's not up for debate. It's not okay. Okay, I'm not going to hurt any animals. We are here for peace. We are here for justice. And that is what veganism is. It's a justice movement. Okay, we're not here to exploit anyone. Oh, hold on, let me read. Thank you for subscribing. Mandy says, giant letters, let me in. I'm kind. I've subscribed. That's great, Mandy, but listen, I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? We have 76 people who want to come in. So what you have to do is you have to put a decoration on the screen. You have to be over 18. You have to put a decorations on the screen, like some flowers on my hair or something like that, fruit dancing in, and then you go to the top, okay? Let me just read this. If you just subscribe to my channel, I'm going to read your names out loud. I want to learn about vegan, says Booty. That's great. I'm very proud of you. I woke up 2 a.m. just to watch the whole. Oh, thanks for coming in, guys. I'm vegan. I want to become vegan. Let me in. That's great, guys. I'm just going to put your comments through, okay? Because for some reason that TikTok banned them. John, thanks for following the live stream. Sarah, thank you for subscribing. Hey, Thomas. Thank you for subscribing also to the channel. It's really kind of you. So somebody's saying, what about the circle of life? You mean the circle of death? Here's the circle of life. Plant a seed. It makes a tree. Vegans take the apple off the tree, the pear off the tree, or the prunes off the tree, and we eat them. And that gives us life. That's this nice circle of life. The one you're talking about is the cycle of death and torture. Thank you guys for subscribing. Really appreciate everyone here. Guys, here's the thing. I know it's hard to say goodbye, but I've been here now for an hour, over an hour. So we got to kind of go, okay? But I'll be back. I'll probably do another stream later, okay? Is that all right with you guys? Can I go? No? Why? Why don't you want me to go? Why can I not go? Okay, let's listen to a happy song, okay? Let me see if I can get a second wind. Look in the mirror and sing this song, sing. I will be brave, I'll be vegan from now on. Look in your heart and sing this song, sing. I will be brave, I'll be vegan from now on. Eat only healthy vegan things. Never eat anyone's arms, legs, or wings. Don't eat anyone who had ears or eyes. Make sure when you eat that nobody cries. Break old habits you had for years. Save animals from so much terror and tears. Train yourself to always be in the mood to only buy healthy vegan food. Sing this song and declare it. I'll be vegan from now on. Put your hand on your heart and sing it loudly. Today is the day I will start. I'll be vegan from now on. There you go. I'll be vegan from now on. Guys, did you know that vegans are winning? Vegans are winning, yes, every day. We are helping new people to become vegan. We are going to win this battle. In the future, at some point, you'll be looking back and you'll be like, yeah, I was on the right side of history. Just like those who helped end slavery were on the right side of history, vegans are going to be on the right side of history because we are really doing our best to make this world a better place. We are winning. We're strong, we're happy, we're healthy, and we're proud to be on the right side of history. We're brave, we get up, we show up, we speak up, and we never give up. We friend and I. We are winning. We are winning hearts and minds. We are winning. That's right. Little by little, vegans are winning. We are going to win this because the animals need us too. And so we are here to protect them and not be bullies. I want to thank all of you guys who came here today. Big hugs for everybody who participated. Tatum over here on my YouTube channel. We got all these people. Liam, thank you guys. Lucas, Fred, thank you for being here. Who do we have over here? Sean. Look, Sean, I know you keep putting the rodeo hats on my head. I really don't want them. Sean, do you want to talk to me? Sean, would you like to talk to me? Is that what you're doing? Let me see if you're in the list, okay, Sean? Let me see. Is Sean here? Sean is just wants to put the rodeo hats on my head. All right. Who else do we have here? Somebody says that they're a vegan kid. All right, let me see. But you can't be a kid. That's the problem, guys. You have to be an adult to come in. Did you know that? Hey, you have to be over 18. Are you over 18?
Nigga!
No, I didn't think so, okay? So you wouldn't, and also a vegan would never say that. Now, again, doesn't bother me if you call me that. You know, I see it as a compliment. You call me the N-word, that's naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant, all right? You just called me the N-word, I take it as a compliment. And I suggest that everybody does. If someone ever calls you that, don't get sad. Just say, you know what? You're right. You say, thank you for the compliment. You're right. Because look, what does it say here under here? See, it says, good people aren't racist towards anyone. Vegans are not racist towards anyone. We're always kind to everyone, unless they're hurting others. That's different. Then we fight back. All right? Okay, let me just see. Yeah, it's definitely time for us to go, guys. All right, but I'll be back. Don't worry. Thanks for coming in, everyone. Thanks, TikTok, for coming in. Big kisses. Big hugs. Thanks for being vegan. Thank you for trying to be vegan. Appreciate every one of you. All right, let's go over here on YouTube and say bye to you guys too. Oh, a song pops up when I turn off the thing over on TikTok. Here, guys, thank you very much for being here, everyone. Big hugs for you guys too, okay? Thanks for striving to be as vegan as possible. Give yourself a big hug. Okay, I know you don't really want to hurt animals. And I'm proud of you that you stuck it out here. I'm proud that you stayed. Thank you very much for that, okay, guys? I'll see you in a couple of hours if I do another live stream, okay? Bye. Love you.